We got our string bean that actually has one ready to harvest. We're gonna do our first decent string bean harvest today. See, I don't like all that. Come on, so look at all that. Don't even come over here. Did you see that? Did you see them come for me? You heard that, right? What? Oh, hell no. What you're not gonna do is put me out my own garden. What you not gonna do, it's illegal to mess with their nest, so I'm pretty sure it's illegal to kill them. But what we not gonna do, that's what we not gonna do. But anyway, these are a couple of mini sweet peppers that are taking their freaking time. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. These ones that's still in the cell is doing better than these in their whole big old permanent house way. I don't know. This opal basil did a little speckling thing that I have come to really like. I really like it. So I want to see if I can keep her growing. I like it. Esther did get a fruit on her. So she's doing like I said, she's doing better than her mom ever thought about doing right now. You'll see her in just a moment. This is Amara. She branched out beautifully. And I have learned from her that if you harvest these outer leaves as she grows, as she gains her height, you will inhibit the side shoots that will eventually come up. On another note, if you top her off, you will actually incite those side branches that you see coming off of her. So if you prefer not to have just a long, lanky stalk and then just a big, beautiful bouquet at the top, which is how it grows if you leave it alone to her own defenses, then you can encourage it bushing out by topping it off according to whatever height you want her to get and how full you want her to look. I want the one in the front to do this, so I'm gonna go and top her off, but I'm gonna plant some more anyway. These are tom thumb peas that are really struggling coming up. These seeds are years old, and honey, they are letting me know that there is some truth to seed life expectancy. This is kind of my first time having some years old seeds and accepting that it could potentially be the age of the seeds why they're not popping up. I did have to rethink, and I was like, well, maybe it's because it's not their season because it's a little too hot. But I don't know. I think there is every bit of possibility that their age and poor storage can contribute to their non-viability. There's Maureen over there under hazel. The bunch of her back there because I started rooting tip cuttings because I want bigger leaves, and I think that will contribute to it. Although since it has cooled off, but since I kept them in shade, these leaves are getting bigger of their own accord. So it kind of confirms that they were suffering in the heat. This is one of Crimbley's daughters. Look at this thing. She got a fruit on her. She got another one developing. Yeah, we're going to see what she's going to do in this little bitty pot. Look how little the pot is. And look how she just as thick as that she want to be. Marine again. My privy cukes are my mini white cucumbers. I saw that our girl Nikki at OCD's Chick got her some privy cukes, and honey, she has the privilege of enjoying the privilege. Because these little white cucumbers are so sweet and so cute. And I like the compactability of them. I was telling her how, even when I was using cucumbers and veggie juices, I just use a half a cucumber per serving that I made, and then end up having to store half a cucumber in the fridge, which is fine. But I don't like storing, half a cut vegetable in the fridge if I don't have to. So with these little things, they were the perfect size. They were the perfect size. I could throw a whole one in my veggie juice and it'd be a complete serving. I could get one and eat it. I might not be able to finish in one sitting eating a cucumber. I might just have a taste for cucumber and want just a little cucumber, and it's the perfect size for a snack. I don't underestimate our pollinators, although they were late to work this year, honey. As Josh shared, she's being great in the foliage department, but she don't want me to taste her fruit. She tripping. She tripping right now. I'm not sure why. I got an idea though, but she is tripping. Okay, more green beans. Lots and lots of green beans, which is why we're doing a big harvest of those today. My first black krim tomato is turning black. Well, y'all know it ain't gonna be black, but yeah, that whole lot will be ready tomorrow, huh? Look at that thing. Oh, she's so enormous. I knew it was gonna be big. And that little thing next to her right there, it's not even gonna be another fruit. Psych me out. But I do have some other ones that are gonna be fruits. So let us carry on, shall we? I don't know if I got that, but that wasn't even like one of the big ones, so. And it was coming in for a landing, it wasn't taking off. Yeah, so she's finally coming through. You know, you've heard people say that sometimes you will get blooms and there will be no fruit, but that it will correct itself. Well, it has corrected itself, as it corrected itself last year with her tiny Tim. Okay, these green beans are being great. I like using the foliage to shade my salad greens from the harshness of the sun, but I do want to cut that back so that I can see when I harvest, because it's about harvest time, ho. But look, these green beans like this raised bed better than any ground or other container they have ever been in. Like, they like this contained raised bed better than they did the in-ground brick bed. And I'm sure they're contributing to the soil, the health of the soil, so I'm not mad at that. Meanwhile, these carrots, again, I don't know when to say carrots are harvestable, but by the end of the season, I'm going to come to a particular conclusion, and I will share that information with those who have ears to hear it. How about that? Because I ain't forcing no information on nobody in this day and age. But yeah, so I got my 2 collards in there. I got a few sugar beets. I need to plant more. Nothing else is coming up in the middle because these salad greens is hosed this year. Okay, so it turns out it was fine the way it was before I started doing too much, like I do. It's that season. It's Leo season. But yeah, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Did you see him come for me and then decide to make a left? Don't y'all do it. Oh boy. I'm finna pour all kinds of cayenne pepper. Anyway, this little weed been chilling under there for a minute, and I let it stay for too long. These green beans are loving it in this raised bed. I have a couple of purple tree collard tips back there suffering. They dry, they want some water. Sunny is doing well. She's ready to give me a handful of food right quick. Let me grab a couple. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, I be hearing movement directly behind me. I hope it's this. The hell is it? I'm in the shade for a minute because my phone told me it needs to rest. Okay. Yeah, it's mild and sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You know, I'm a firm believer that you can't get let me just go ahead and grab a few. Because we know what I'm doing. We know I'm eating them shit. Finger washing, you know what it is. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't feel like you get a real flavor profile of a fruit until you taste it immediately picked. All kinds of shit happens in the fridge or even on the counter. Like apparently skin gets tough because I'm not having a problem eating the skin on it right now. But the ones I had in the fridge, Skin City. How did Mr. find a matching umbrella? It probably wasn't that hard, but he's so amazing. I just lump it into all of his other amazing deeds. You just gotta be the type of lady that attracts the stand-up gentleman you claim to want. Girl, let me finish this tour. I just sat down to cool off because my phone told me. It was like, girl, I'm having a hot flash. And I was like, girl, I feel you. Let me go ahead and accommodate that because I know how it is. So I sat down just for a minute. And while I was eating these sungold cherry tomatoes, I went down a little rabbit hole for a second, didn't I? Y'all forgive me? Y'all gotta forgive me. Because I don't track nothing but amazing humans. So I know y'all forgive me. But I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. We're going to finish this tour. But I'm just saying whatever is on my mind because I feel free to do that in the garden. I feel free in the garden. And slowly, Mr. is starting to get fascinated by one plant or another, by one grow pattern or another, by the habits of one particular species or another. And I'm loving it. And also, speaking of OCD's chick, shout out to her because she had got some Tigger melon seeds from somewhere. So y'all know how we do. So I looked that thing up and saw that it was garbage. It was juicy, fresh garbage. Notice I didn't say delicious. But somebody thought they were growing one kind of melon. They were actually growing Tigger melon. And the melon they thought they were growing was Kajari melon. Well, it turns out this Kajari melon situation is supposed to be so amazing. I'm a little concerned with how aromatic it's supposed to be because I don't want to attract any animals, you know what I mean? But I hear that it is amazing. The flavor is amazing. And I heard you get honeydew and cantaloupe all in one doggone fruit. And you get about 12 to a vine. That type of shit is really important. I don't hear people talking about, in terms of melons, how many you get to a vine. I feel like that's important because I feel like if I would have done in doing things differently, and this is not my first rodeo, even with melons specifically, because I have grown baby watermelons before, and they were stunted, but they were still ripe and delicious. So they were just, I had little bitty watermelons. One of them was even just bigger than was just bigger than like baseball size. But it was good and sweet inside, but it was probably like 6 bites in there. Yeah, my girl's okay. Hot flash over, cooled off. I got this is where she messed up. She should be like me. I got my cold snap towel. Actually, I got my cold snap towel because my itchy back that I was so concerned about. I didn't know if I had gotten bitten. It was itchy and stinking or whatever. And Mr. couldn't see nothing but moles or whatever. He wanted me to go to the doctor and get it checked out and stuff. And you know I ain't trying to go see the devil for my wellness in any capacity, although I know it's time for my manual maintenance checkup according to colonized medical law. But at the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong with my back, but I'm sunburned. Sunburned. It's just that I forgot what it felt like because I've only been sunburned a handful of times in my life. You know, I am black, but we do get sunburned. So that's what's wrong with my back. Being out here in the garden, leaning over the plants with the sun just piercing my daggone back. And I feel it back there, but it's my back, so I don't think nothing of it because it's behind me. And subconsciously, I'm like, oh, it's behind me. What's to worry? What's to worry? So now I'm fucking sunburned in the middle of my doggone, in the top of the middle of my back. That shit hurt. But that's what it is. And thank God that's all it is. Because Lord knows, in the pandemic era, ain't no telling. Okay. All right, so I was over here. Purple sprouting broccoli, I didn't know what to do with, and I couldn't get rid of it. These are a couple of lamb's quarters, and these are spinach that I didn't want to put over there because it's too hot over there because they would have died just like they would have choked just like the ones that's in there now. are trying to do. But yeah, I want to harvest, even if I harvest a lot of them early, because just like a lot of things, the more you harvest, the more you get. Here's Sunny. We just sat and me and the grown women just sat and enjoyed a few of these together while Coco had a hot flash. So I guess that was kind of a somewhat of a grown woman's sesh down the rabbit hole. Yeah, I really love snacking on these while perusing the garden. That's the only time I can handle the skins on those. Okay, more string beans, more reasons why to have a harvest today, a harvest day today for those string beans. Purple sprouting broccoli. This one's recovering from some cabbage moth damage. I have a watermelon down there that I really don't want these fucking bunnies to get it. I don't know if rabbits mess with watermelon. I don't think I heard of rabbits messing with watermelon, but there it is. I hope that's enough of a picture, but I'm gonna walk around anyway. It's Beano. Let me go ahead and deadhead this. Put it in this planter. I know that scared y'all new gardeners, but OGs know why I did that. That's gonna be amazing in a couple of weeks. My nieces and fellow aunties that are just now starting a garden, ye shall see. Oh, ye of little faith. Oh, this is Mister's for his part of the lawn. He is not allowed to do this in my garden. Y'all know that. You know, I don't like it on that table, so I'm gonna put it here. And he can do what he wants with it from there. But don't put it on my beautiful garden table. I know he didn't mean any harm. I'm just being petty. I'm just being petty and sharp tongue, cause Leo season. Y'all, I'm not bothered about no horoscope season. Oh, that was a finch. I have seen like legit canaries lately. Canaries, cardinals. I can't say I've seen bluebirds, I don't think. Look how pretty that is. Look at the Amara twins. Being great. String beans in the middle. There's moringa on either side. There's verbena on either side. There is black krim on either side. There are 3 Swiss chard. There are 3 sugar beets. And there are carrots framing most of the bed. Sans a little section for me to lean in and harvest string beans. Oh, and not to mention the 2 violas on the ends, those purple violas, to make everything pop. I don't know how I forgot it. This one, that's the one I got the big bloom from for the centerpiece. See how huge those blooms are? So big. And the ones on all my other ones are smaller, like this one down here with the white on it. And I don't particularly love that white on them anyway, so I'm not going to be mad about the opportunity to replace all of them with these big purple full blooms. They're so pretty. Sugar beets they're ready for a nice harvest. Honey, when I tell you I found my spinach dupe, honey. Right here. I think the okra are going to short us again this year. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, I don't know. There are 3 of these plants, 3 of these string bean plants ready to give me some beans today. So we're going to have a nice harvest. I got my string beans to start climbing, and I have a little control over them. I'm trying to continue to lead my cucumber. I want my cucumber to catch its own pole and not my snow pea pole. So I just have to leave those probably for another week or so. This is Esther. This is Madea. Esther. It still has no fruit on it. Oh man. I could just stab that thing. Oh, he trying me. Yeah, I take it personal with them things. I take it personal. There's my Edgevarsky. They're doing okay, I guess. Not a bloom nor a fruit. Callaloo. Callaloo is wanting to flower a lot, so it's not giving me a lot of plants. I wish I had planted a lot more of them. I didn't do that, so now I got stuck with this stunted grow of callaloo this year. And I was busy testing Amara, so I couldn't really use her. So I didn't get the callaloo I wanted. Maybe I can make it up in chard or collards. Black cherry. The first grouping of fruit is down there, and several more have started as it climbs. So glad to see it. I have a couple of fan leaves that are tied together up there, but I'm using that to keep those branches leaned over to this direction. Red onions, all they need is water, really, a little water. My watermelon, there's one, and it has gotten some size on it very quickly. I hope I'm not missing a point where I need to wrap it up to protect it from anything in particular. This is Rose, Crimbley's girl. I need to water all three of these. They didn't get the water and they normally would get. I kind of let the side branches get kind of tall on these out here. The fruits are so big that sometimes when you notice a fruit is growing, you want to move it between two branches so that its growth is not stunted. Let me move this water. Shout out to the sun, ducking back for a minute for us. We put that back there just for a little while, a few minutes, about 5 minutes. Yeah, so that's it up here. I need to water up front, obviously, because I'm very negligent about the front garden herbs. Oh, here's Pep, and Reggie. She's a girl, but her name is Reggie. And Regina. We call her Reggie for short. This is what she does now. When you coming in or going out, she now just falls out in front of your feet. Doesn't that make her a drama queen? Like she'll just step in front of your feet and pass out. Look. Like oh, she must have didn't see how far I spun over. Oh, the Berber. It's the Berber of it all. Oh, you got the hiccups now? You got the hiccups now. Oh, how convenient. You will not tug my heartstring. Look at her rolling over and over and over. Ah, the Berber. The Berber. So this is a picture window garden, I guess, right? This is the money tree. Mr. Probably hasn't given it any water since he transplanted it. To honestly, really, he can't be trusted. But I'm gonna chill because this is my purple sprouting broccoli, still doing great indoors. This has been propagated indoors 100% in a doggone window, and it shows me that I can grow collard greens indoors. Watch me work this winter. Starting now, I guess, right? It's time to plant our fall crop. But anyway, she crusty. Well, she ain't crusty. She look moist, but she needs some water. Man, when I tell you, I don't know how this is happening, but it's happening. So this tells me I can grow collard greens inside. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and y'all don't see no doggone pot of collards up here. But what I want to do is replace these. See how they do. This how they do. I was kind of over trying to give the hostas some shine, indoor shine, in this planter here. I was kind of pretty over it. And I was like, and plus, if collards will grow inside, that ain't no ugly ass leaf. I will grow collards inside. Don't get me to growing the purple ones. That's going to give us some height in this bitch, right? So, but the regular ones will give height too. If you know collards like I know, they're just going to keep on, if they keep growing and they don't have no down season, then they're going to get taller, right? Right. So, maybe I don't need to, I don't know. They were pretty fucking good. They were pretty fucking sweet. Sweeter than any regular collards I've ever tasted. They were pretty sweet when they got some cool air. So maybe purple tree collard would be nice to grow in here. I don't know. What I do know, maybe I'll go to 2 purple tree collards and a regular collard in the middle. Ooh. So yeah, lamb's quarters and oregano, which hates it indoors. I need to flip this whole pot. Sometimes I just flip it just so that it can get even sun exposure. This is a ginseng ficus that I also misters. Both of these, this one and this one, misters. He's not taking care of it. He is not. We're holding him accountable today. Mister, handle your business. Money tree, especially the money tree. If this is going to represent our profitability in this world, ultimately in this world, then damn it, I need this to be taken care of, which he does like in real life. So, yeah. Jamaican cherry tree cuttings. I meant to get us some more water and put them back outside. I need some more water. And then I need to move the water. Move the water. What I'm trying to do lately is get one of my bottles. Sometimes I use a smaller one because that holds me responsible for chugging the whole thing. But then this one's okay too because I will chug the whole thing knowing that the purpose of me using a bottle is so that I'll drink the whole thing. And also getting it from the dispenser and drinking it instantly, I'm reminded that it's only going to stay cold for so long. And if I want to drink it cold, then I'll have to drink it now. And if I don't want to waste water, I need to drink it all. So those two things. In fact, I'm going to use my larger bottle this go around. Because I do need to hydrate, y'all. I've been garbage. I've been so garbage, I haven't even been fussing at y'all in the videos about hydrating. That's how garbage I've been. Because you know I'll be done fussed at both of us. Oh, and also, this is the main thing. She just fell out in my heels. It works. I be feeling guilty. But anyway, yeah, this is a whole nother point I was going to make. This big ass milkshake straw, it'll bring all the hydration to the yard. Look how big that damn hole is. Yeah, this is how you can guzzle without tossing the bottle back. You drink your water out of one of these milkshake straws. It will bring all the hydration to the yard. Let me throw my baby's little bandage away. I'm so sorry to all of y'all. Look, Amara's trying to hold down the fort. My herb planter is a struggle. I might put that green and purple basil out there because that one is struggling. Or I may top it off and let it start itself all over again. That hole over there is over. Like literally over. Oh my God. My cilantro is trying to bolt though. Cilantro, that's opal basil in the middle. I have those 2 violets on the ends, on the front and the back. And on the left there's cilantro, and the right there's oregano. And everything should be bushy and vibrant, and it's not. It's not. It's not.